Yo, told back with another video, man. We finna react to this goddamn Amber Rose Shay Club Shay. You know, Future paid 2x, 25K on this girl. So about to tap into it, man. But yeah, man. Without further ado, waste no time. Let's just dive into it, man.
And I was trying to get signed to a modeling agency. And what's crazy is that Channing Tatum, before he was famous.
Okay.
So we both weren't famous, but he was like dating some girl that I knew and we all became friends or whatever.
Okay.
And he was an exotic dancer.
Right.
So I was like, Chan, can you get me some appointments up in New York? I'm tall, I'm slim at the time. I done had kids now, I done filled out a little bit. So I'm like, can you give me some appointments at modeling agencies? And he was like, of course. So I would go up there and I had hair at the time. And they were like, no, girl, you're never going to be a model. It's never going to happen for you. And make a very long story short, I went back to Philly and I was like, okay, I'm a pretty girl, but all the girls are pretty that are going up there. They're all beautiful girls. How can I stand out? And I went to the barbershop and I said, just go down the middle. I don't care. Just shave this off.
Really?
Yes.
You cut all the, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you definitely gonna stand out by doing that shit. Cutting the hair off, no question asked. Are you ready for that life? Dedication right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even remember what she looked like with hair. She always looked good with the low cut,
Because you're biracial, your father's white, your mom is black, correct?
Yes.
So I'm assuming, and I
have a lot of hair.
Forgive me for being presumptuous. Those gorgeous locks, you just shaved them.
Shaved it off. And I said, you know what? Because I used to put my hair in a ponytail, a low ponytail, and look from the side. And I was like, it kind of looks like I have a nice shaped head.
Yeah, you definitely have you definitely have the head that you can pull it off.
Thank you. So, I took a gamble and I won and I got signed to Ford Models out of New York. But I wasn't a famous model. I just got signed.
Right.
So I still wasn't like this famous model. I still had to work. Started to make money. I was sending money back to Philly for my mom. And I just tried everything. And then this lady comes in to Sue's Rendezvous and she's like, you should do music videos.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm a real model. I'm not doing music videos.
I try to make a video visa. Like, I ain't going for
it. Just my ego. I was just talking.
Okay.
And she was like, no, it's all expenses paid. And you get paid like $1,000 and you get like a per diem to eat and, get hotel and everything. So I was like, I'll do it. And then my first video was Young Jeezy I put on for my city.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had hair because I would like wear hair to the strip club because when I modeled, I was bald headed.
Oh, okay. So at what age did you cut your hair?
18.
18. And so this is kind of the look that you've had since you were 18?
22 years.
Since you 22 years?
Yeah.
You don't miss it?
I do.
You gonna let it grow back? You're not.
Probably not. Probably not. I don't.
Nah, that's her look. She got to keep that shit.
It's just like
It's your look now. I mean, it's kind of like you see Amber Rose, you expect to see the low haircut. I don't want to say bald head, but you expect to see this look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bald head. Ain't no wrong with bald head.
For sure. I throw a wig on every day. But you know what? It's like I almost look worse with like wigs. It's so weird.
People recognize you with a wig?
They do. They be like, girl, if you don't take that wig off.
Okay, the lady comes in.
Yes.
And she says, you know what? You ought to do music videos. You know?
Mommy, who is that?
I don't know. How'd she get here? Today's the day, Ramona. Today's the day.
Rated PG-13.
You're like, I'm a real model. But anyway, you give it a try.
Yeah.
You do it for $1,000 and then...
Yes, so I do that and then she calls me back for another Young Jeezy video, Vacation. But again, at the strip club, I'm wearing a wig. So then she calls me back for a Ludacris and Chris Brown video, I Know What Them Girls Like. And I said, well, her name is Margot. Shout out to Margot. I said, Margot, I got like this buzz cut underneath this wig I've been wearing. Do you think like maybe the next video I do, like I could rock my short haircut? And she was like, video girls don't have short haircuts, Amber. Like it's just not a thing.
Right.
And I said, well, can I just send a picture? Maybe they might try it, you know? So she sent it to Chris Robinson, the video director. And he's like, yo, fly her out. And I became one of the main girls in that video. It was my first time in LA, so I was really excited. And that video is really what changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I read you once got paid $100,000 for a music video. Is that true?
No.
What's the most you ever made in a music video?
25,000.
Is that normal or was that excessive?
Well, I was already famous. I think Future gave me 25,000 for Mask Off. I think he gave me 25,000, yeah. And then I think I did Fabulous's music video, You Be Killing Them. I think he gave me like 15,000. But really at that time, I just thought it was cool. Like they were like my homies and shit. I'm like, y'all come through and do a video. It's not a problem.
Because you did music videos with Future, Nicki Minaj, Young Jeezy, Fab, Luda, Breezy, Kanye, Wiz, and Mary. 2 of these guys you end up, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
What's your best experience in the music video? So just meeting the guys and like, damn, they really cool.
Yeah, I was very surprised with Future because he comes off very toxic. But like we have a scene where we're like in the car, like driving together, and he's just a really nice, well-spoken guy. Like I can see why girls date Future.
Okay.
Because I'll like see it online and they'll be like, girl, you dating Future, you know how Future. But when I did the video with him, I was like, he's actually really nice. And you know, my friend China dated him.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Just because we look toxic don't mean we is toxic. I mean, he might be on that bullshit. But don't let looks and appearance, you know, be the final say so. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got personalities and shit like that. Yeah.
But yeah, he's just a well-spoken, very professional, nice guy.
What's the worst part of doing music videos?
I don't know, Shannon. I'm when I come on set, I'm very professional.
Okay.
I'm not drinking. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm waiting for my turn. I'm waiting to get called.
Okay.
That's just how I move. So I've always had a pleasant experience.
So what is there anything that people, is their perception of music videos that's not reality? What does the public don't get about music videos?
I think it depends on the artist. I'll be honest with you because again, Chris Brown, Young Jeezy, Future, Fabulous, they were all very professional with everybody that was there. So I didn't have a bad experience. I can't speak for other artists. Okay. You know, I don't know what they do on set, but these guys were always great.
I don't know if this is true or not, that Nicki Minaj helped you get your following up by shouting you out, that you gained like a ton of followers.
Yes. I called her and I said, girl, I just signed up for Twitter. Can you give me a shout out? And she was like, hell yeah. And then she did it. I was just at Nikki's house the other day.
Wow.
Yeah. We're still good friends, you know?
So you got a cool relationship with her.
Yes. Yeah.
Video vixens. That's the term that some of you young ladies get. You look at Melissa Ford and Karen Steffens and Buffy the Body, Gloria Velez, Black China, Eric Manana. Is that an enduring term, or you like, nah, we just?
Well, that's a part of my resume.
Okay.
I'm not a video vixen now, but I was.
Right.
I was, yeah. And it was a fun time.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah, it was fun.
Did you work with any of these ones that I mentioned?
I did not. I haven't had the pleasure, no.
Wow. Would you do?
They're a little before my time.
Okay.
Yeah, I came after those girls.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. I ain't that old. No, just playing. No shade to the girls. Oh my God, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying that they're like with Cisco and like I was still young with like Drew Hill and Cisco and stuff like that. I was still young.
I read that John Legend said that after I sat down with John Legend, as a matter of fact, in this very building here, and it was talking about that he had shot a video. That's how he ended up meeting his wife, Christy Teigen. Obviously, you went on a couple of video shoots, and you ended up meeting your future partners. Is that, when you go on a shoot, you're like, I'm keeping it professional.
Yes.
Or at least you try to. Is that the goal of some women, like go on these sets and maybe try to get with the guy that's
I'm sure women do that. I'm sure plenty of women do that.
Yeah, you popping, man. They gonna shoot their shot for sure, man. You women, so ain't no woman like you, man. They gonna shoot their shot. They ain't gonna. That's a whole nother story.
That's personally not me, but it's crazy because you're referring to Kanye when I did his video.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he flew me out to do RoboCop video because he was like, "You look like a robot. I think this would be cool."
right.
And I said,
Look like a robot is crazy.
"Absolutely. You're Kanye West. Of course, I'll come out and shoot the video. It would be an honor." And I come out and shoot I'm sorry. I go to LA and we're like hanging out that night. I meet him and he's on another video set. And I'm like, okay, so what time should I be ready tomorrow morning? Is the car gonna, so I'm so used to like these.
You keeping it professional.
The other videos I've done before that. And he's like, no, just chill. We're going to figure it out. I'll just, So I'm like, okay. So then a day goes by. Then another day goes by. We're going out to dinners.
Uh-oh.
We're going like,
You doing everything but shooting a video.
yes. I'll be doing everything but shooting a video.